Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first official episode of the Real USC show. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Like I said, this is the first official episode because the last one was kind of like an intro on what the channel is going to be like. This is the first official episode, and this one is about the quarterback room at South Carolina and, my thoughts about it and everything like that. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it. Alright, so my opinion, I think this quarterback room is probably one of the most talented ones that we've had at South Carolina for a while. And I think it's one of the better ones I think it's the best one that Muschamp has had and since he's been there, and I think this is the most talented one at South Carolina for that we've had in a while since Shaw and Thompson and Garcia. I think this is because you got Doty, you got Holinsky, and you got Colin Hill, and I think Colin Hill will really try and push for that starting job this year. And like I said, I'm gonna say this: if Colin Hill wins the starting job, Ryan's not gonna be as good as everybody thinks. Ryan will be as good as Ryan's as good as he's gonna be. And I think Luke Doty will push for the starting job too. I think Luke Doty's a really good player. And and I'd like to see Doty in about 4 games maybe. Definitely play him against Coastal. Let him get some snaps then. Also let Hill. You gotta let Colin Hill get some snaps against Coastal. You may see Doty and Wofford. Definitely, I think Wofford. Um, maybe someone if we're blowing out a conference team at home, maybe you'll see him in that game. I think you'll definitely see him. I think you'll definitely see him at ECU as long as we're blowing those guys out. But I think this is Ryan's year to really show. I think this is Ryan's year. I think Ryan is going to be a star, and I think this is his year to prove that he will be. Because last season he was not the star QB; he was average. He was just average. But I think this year is his year to really begin his future at South Carolina. Because I think he's a 4-year player. I don't think he'll be. I don't think he's 3 years. Ryan, yeah, see, my prediction for Ryan next year, if he's healthy all year and he can play and he's playing all year and he's healthy and he's starting, if he's a good QB, I think he could go 22 TDs, maybe maybe 3,000 yards, 2,500 yards, 3,000 yards maybe. And maybe 5 6 interceptions because he threw 5 last year. That's one thing I like about Ryan. I don't think he throws that many interceptions unlike Bentley and Garcia threw a lot of interceptions too. Todd Ellis threw a lot too, but I mean Todd had nobody honestly. I mean that's something for later. Anyways, so yeah, but Colin Hill's really gonna push for the starting job, but he does have an ACL. So he tore his ACL recently. He did tear his ACL last season, so he only played in 3 games, but he was pretty good in those 3 games. Pretty decent. And I think Colin Hill will really push for that starting job, but as long as Ryan needs to just be able to keep that starting job, and I think Doty's really gonna fight for it too. But I think Doty's gonna redshirt. I think Colin Hill's the main guy that could beat out Ryan for that job because I think Doty's gonna be a star too in the future. But I also like with Dak Joyner, moving him to wide receiver. I think and Jay Eric too because I think they're both gonna be really good wide receivers. But there's a lot of unknowns on this football team. You just don't know. You don't know who you're gonna beat because you don't. There's a lot of unknowns, a lot of new positions. I think Dak Joyner will be a really good wide receiver, and I think he's gonna be like a Pharaoh Cooper slash what's his name on the Saints? Taysom Hill kind of guy that can play pretty much every position. A guy who's really fast and can throw it. I mean, yeah, I think that's gonna be Dak Joyner for you this year. Because I think he's gonna be just like Pharaoh, but I think he's better than Pharaoh because I think he's faster than Pharaoh, and I also think that I think he's stronger than Pharaoh. I don't know if he's bigger. I don't know if he's bigger. I think he is bigger than Pharaoh. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's taller than Pharaoh or not, but I think he's stronger than Pharaoh. I think he's more athletic than Pharaoh. I don't think we've seen anybody as athletic as Dak since Savell Newton. Because I think Savell Newton was a freak athlete, and he still is a really good athlete. If you guys don't follow his Instagram, Yeah, he's a freak athlete. Savell Newton is very freak athlete. He's big dude, big dude. Yeah, but I like moving back to wide receivers. I feel like he'd be really good, and I like to see do the little trick plays with him, have him run a few times at QB. Do a little like lateral passes with Dak. But I think what I want to do with Doty, I think after this year, when he redshirts this year, I think the next year, I think they're gonna do a lot of switching up with Ryan and Doty. Have Doty be like, do a lot of quarterback switching up with Ryan, doing most of the passes, and Doty doing most of the runs, QB runs. But I think you can switch it up too. I think you let Doty throw it a lot, 'cause I think Doty's got a really good arm. But I also think Ryan, you can give Ryan a few runs too. Ryan can run it too. Just saying. And I think what was it? Yeah, but I also think Mike Bobo. His offense is one of the most exciting things I really want to see. I think Bobo is gonna be good for Ryan. I think Bobo being good for Ryan would be Bobo with Ryan. I think it'd just be good. Just like I think Chad Kelly will be good for Bo Nix at Auburn. Because I think when Ryan Holinsky and Bo Nix play each other in 2021 at Williams-Brice Stadium, that's probably gonna be like that could be game of the week, and it could be like I think that's gonna be like they're gonna be like the next two and from or two and Burrow this past year. Two best QBs. I think they'll be the two best QBs in the SEC, and I think that game will be like one of the biggest games of the week. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and so that's basically I think Ryan just gotta stay healthy, play all year, be good. I think Dak's gotta stay healthy too. I think Doty's gotta stay healthy, and Colin Hill, I think he could really push that spot, and I think that's one that Ryan. This will really prove Ryan if he needs to win this job, and if he does not, then he's as good as he's gonna be. But I think Bo Nix last year was also average. I don't, I think they're both gonna be really good players. I think they're both stars. I think they're both gonna be some of the best QBs that their school has ever seen. But I don't know, y'all. There's just a lot of unknowns on this football team. You don't know how good Ryan's gonna perform. Ryan didn't have many options. Shi Smith couldn't do much last year. I mean, he was hurt a lot. He couldn't catch the ball. He can't run routes. Shi cannot run routes. Josh Van can't stay healthy for crap. Xavier Legette just needs to learn how to catch the ball. That's one thing I got mad at him, because he dropped a lot of crucial passes. One thing about Ryan, though, that the receivers have to get used to is Ryan throws a hard ball, and a lot of Gamecock fans are getting mad in the App State game when Ryan threw a really hard ball to Legette, and Legette didn't catch it, and App State got the pick six, and everybody's getting mad at Ryan. I was like, it's not his fault. He did not throw that ball. He did not throw that ball too hard. Legette just has to catch that ball. Ryan throws the ball hard, just like Trevor Lawrence throws the ball hard. Trevor Lawrence throws a very hard ball, but so does Ryan. Ryan throws a very hard ball. My brother kind of pointed out. My brother and I were watching him, do some practice passing in the first North Carolina before the North Carolina game. My brother pointed out to me. He was like, "Dude, that guy throws it hard." And I was like, I took a good look at his throw. I was like, "Yeah, he throws a hard ball." So, I think Ryan is the guy, and I think Ryan's gonna be a star. And I think then you got Doty. And I think one game Ryan really has to win this year. I think you got to win a big game. He's got to win a big game. He's got to beat A&M. We got to win A&M again. We got to finally beat A&M. Sorry, and I think we could beat Georgia. I think Georgia's one team we could beat. Ryan could beat. I don't understand what the hype is around Jamie Newman and all that stuff. I've heard he's average. He's inconsistent. He's average. He didn't do anything against Clemson when they played him. So yeah, I think Jamie Newman. He did a lot of that stuff against Air. He played in the ACC. I mean, 26-11 is good for TD interception ratio, but he was in the ACC. But we'll see how well he transitions to the SEC. I don't know. He may be average. He may be average. I don't know. I mean, he could be a super stud. I don't think he will be, but I think he'll be average. I think he'll be average. I don't think he sucks. I don't think he'll be average. I think he's just gonna be decent. Yeah, that's about him. That's what I think about him, man. A lot of people don't realize about Georgia. Yeah, they got JT Daniels. But I mean, Georgia doesn't really have a QB for a while. I don't think Georgia has a QB for a while, because I don't think Brock Vandegrift. I don't think Brock Vandegrift's all that is. I think he's good. I just don't think he's. I don't think he's up to the hype. I think he's a good player. I just don't think he's all that. I think he's all that good. And Georgia has not had. I don't think Vandegrift is like the next superstar. But Georgia has not had their greatest luck with 5-star QBs recently. Knock on wood. But because you had Bryce Ramsey, who I think was a 5-star, and he ended up having to transition into puncher because he was so bad. Then you had not Jalen Hurts. God, I almost said Jalen Hurts. Justin Fields, who had to transition to transferred 1 year later after playing. So But anyways, back to Carolina. Yeah, this is one of the most talented QB rooms that we've had. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a good year. Muschamp needs to prove himself this year, and I think he does. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Updates real quick. We're gonna be doing 2K. We'll be doing the show tomorrow. 2K on Tuesday, and the show 2K and the show on Tuesday. And that's how we'll kind of do it. The show and 2K, the show and 2K, the show, and then Friday's the show, and then Saturday we'll do. Saturday I think we'll do 2K, just 2K, and then Sunday no games, but Sunday we'll just post videos. We're gonna try and post a video every other day. No promises though. I'll try to at least. Anyways, we will not be the week of the what is it? From June 16th through 21st. We will not. So that week. We'll just not do the week of the 14th. That Sunday. The week before Father's Day, we will not be doing any streaming that week. So I'm gonna be going to the beach. So yeah, no streams that week, or I don't think we're gonna do any video. We may do one video or two while I'm down there that week, but no streaming or anything like that. And so basically that's how it's gonna go. Next video we'll be breaking down the wide receiver group, and then there'll be wide receivers next, and then running backs, and then we'll go. Then I think we'll go tight ends. Then we'll go. We're not gonna do O-line. We'll not do tight ends. Let's do D-line, and then linebackers, then the secondary on defense. All right, and then we'll start breaking down teams. And we'll break down the season, and then we'll start breaking down teams. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to keep on listening and watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.